Well, hello there, Faith Family and Free Enterprise. Once again, Paul Spitzbergen coming to you here with our update, challenge, a encouragement to you. And specifically, I want to keep this one super short today on knowledge, on knowing people specifically. Not talking about book knowledge, not talking about psychological profiles, although that can be a part of it, but Scripture is full of verses that talk about knowing and about knowledge, and a lot of it actually deals with our knowledge of God. So here's where I'm going with this. What do you know? How much do you know about the people that you claim that you love? How much thought do you put into what is important to them? What are the things that they like? What are the things that they dislike? What do you know? How much do you know about them? So many people are familiar with the sphere or circles of influence. You start with the people that are closest to you, people that you're around them, people that live with you, those relationships that are likely going to last your lifetime. And then you go out, the next circle are people that you see on a regular basis, possibly daily, possibly weekly, and you have a little bit more influence, a little bit less, influence and impact on their lives. And then the circle outside of that are your acquaintances that you see every once in a while. You might have good relationships. You might just have neutral relationships. Some of them may, any one of these really, you could have good, neutral, or bad, negative. And then the people that are outside of that you rarely ever cross paths with, sometimes you may never even know that you're having an influence on them. So in each of these circles, starting from the inside out, we have more knowledge about those people, or we should at least. So what we want to do, this is an exercise I want you to try and do. Just sit down and write down those little circles, put names, not just circles, and think about, oh yeah, it's family, oh yeah, that's friends, oh yeah, that's work. No, put names in the circle. So you may have to have a big piece of paper, or multiple pieces of paper, or whatever. And then you're going to take those names on a separate sheet of paper and write down, these are the things that I know about this person. They graduated from here. They are interested in this field of study. They are this personality type, if you have that information. They like chocolate, not fruit candies. Just whatever it is, you can write down about them. And here's where you're going to go with this exercise. There's a purpose behind it, not just, to say, hey, look how much I know about you. For us to show somebody love, we have to know them. Just think about that for a second. There's a reason the Bible tells husbands to dwell with their wives according to knowledge. There is a purpose behind that statement. Multiple verses talk about, in order to obey God, in order to show God your love, you have to know what He says. You have to know who He is. You have to know God. So obviously, if God is supposed to be the one who we are closest to, because in reality, we're with Him 24/7, He's with us 24/7, how much time do we spend getting to know Him? And do we make choices based off from things that we know He would like? Same thing with our spouses. Same thing with our kids. Do you see where this is going? A lot of times we think of our relationships and we interact with people based on what we like, based on what we want out of the relationship. But have you thought about expressing love to one another, which is the second greatest commandment? Love the Lord your God is first, love one another is second. But you don't know how to sometimes. But if you know something about people and you're willing to take the time to write out, these are the things that I know about this person, then you can say, hey, I know that they do not want me to call them before 8 a.m. because they have a morning routine thing that they do or something like that. I'm not saying this because I have a morning routine or anything like that, so feel free if you call me, whatever. But do you think about what is stuff that they like and dislike, and then you can express your love to them in even greater ways than just haphazardly every once in a while, oh yeah, I think so-and-so would like that. Living an intentional, purpose-filled life, seeking to obey God's command, requires effort on our part. So take some time, write out do this exercise, write out some names, then make a list of what these people like that are in the inner circle, the things that people like, or things you know about them, and the next circle, the next circle, the next circle. You get the idea. All right, I hope that's an encouragement and a challenge to you, something real practical for you to sit down and do. And I know in my life, it has been very helpful for me to sit down and think, all right, what do I know about my wife? What do I know about my kids? What are some things I know that they love? What are some things I know that they don't like? All right, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe. Feel free to leave comments if you like more videos about practical exercises like this, or if you prefer different types of videos, or if you just want to make a comment about this video, of course, you can do that. And when you subscribe, hit that little bell next to it, so that way you get a little notification. I know we got tons of notifications. Feel free to ignore it, but hit that little bell next to it, and so that way you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless.